So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That was 2025 for a lot of people. I know we still have 30 days to go. Want to get in front of this, so 2026 is not crazy, crazy, crazy. It wasn't for me. It's not going to be, because I've taken control of some time. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and some ideas how you can do it as well. Stand up, take a step, repeat. It is the world's simplest success recipe. But you know what? Sometimes it causes a problem. I know, I get it, because you'll stand up, you take a step, and you just keep repeating. That can take you in the wrong direction, can it? But I'm just saying, if you don't know what to do, at least do something. At least stand up and take a step that way. When you find stuff that works, do more of that. If you find stuff that doesn't work, well, don't do it. Break the rule, okay? We'll talk more about that as time goes on here, but ultimately, here you are today. Planning in 2026. I'm telling you, stand up, take a step, repeat is pretty much all you got to hang on to. How are you? It is a Daily Boost. My name is Scott Smith. Still recovering from Thanksgiving holiday. It was so fun. I want to share a story with you today based on a couple of, actually a lot of comments that I had Thanksgiving Day. Didn't even think about it till before I did the show today. About time. And maybe give you a different way of thinking about time for next year, because time is the most important thing that you happen to own. You have your own time. Use it the way you want to, but most people don't have control of it. And we're not going to control it. We're just going to look at it differently today. So my family was around. It's chaotic. That's what my wife calls it. The family's getting bigger and crazier. So blessed to have them right now. The kids are getting crazy. They're just tearing up the house. The adults are getting a little bit older. They're drinking far more and far better wine than ever before. It was crazy. Chaotic day. But there was a comment that I kept getting as I spun around the house talking to people. They said, this year went so fast. And then there are, little sub conversations as well. Oh, yeah, man, it seems like we were just here, all that stuff. This year went so fast. Were you having the same conversation? Are you sitting there today thinking, this year has gone so fast? Oh my gosh, there's only a month to go. Another conversation was, next year, I need to get control of my life. I need to get control of my time. Now, by the way, I was so blessed to hear these conversations because they know I do the podcast. They know I coach. They know I do this thing. But they're my family. They don't listen to me, although I think they do because they seem to know a lot about my life. Nonetheless, they're not going to take any advice from me whatsoever, so I don't even try. Man, the year went so fast. Life needs to be in control next year. I need to control my time. And one thing I noticed that everybody had in common, and let me ask you if this is you, were you so busy and moving so fast all year long, thinking you're getting really big things done, but not really? Just a couple of big things. Now, I talk about big things. These are life experiences. My son-in-law is buying a pool. That was the big thing this year, to buy a pool. He's finally bought it, and he's going to get it installed. That was it. But that was the only big thing. A year ago, he bought a car. So one thing a year. Well, they had a baby this year. He forgot to mention the baby. See, most people I work with, and most people in my family are the same thing, including what used to be me, but I don't do this anymore. When I look back on the year before, of how my busy, crazy schedule served me, what did I really get done? And usually it's not much. For me, it was less in the past year. In fact, it felt like 5 years for me. It was really long. This past year was really, really long for me. I made some changes along the way, and to be very honest with you, I'll share this with you right now, but most people didn't understand what I was doing. My family's like, what are you doing? My wife's like, what are you doing? My friends are, so what are you up to? It seems like you're doing some different stuff. And my clients are like, what are you doing? The answer is, I walk my talk. And I recognized I was caught up in this hustle culture. I was just moving a little bit too fast. AI came in, the internet, all this stuff was going crazy. And I was kind of caught up in the middle of it. And I said, no, I don't like that. That's not what I do. I wanted to slow down. Not to feel like I'm living longer. That doesn't matter to me. I wanted to be more present in my life. I wanted better experiences. I didn't want to just keep checking them off. I wanted to be there. I did not want to buy into that endless hustle that will suck the life out of you. And I know this because I have so many clients in all my groups and all my private coaching, and it's sucking the life out of you. You got to slow down. So what did I do and what can you do? Okay, the big elephant in the room is we have so much craziness. How are we going to manage it? Well, you're not going to manage the craziness. You stop doing it. And that's what I did. I stopped doing almost everything. Now, when I say that, I just didn't drop everything. I simply let go what wasn't serving me and things I didn't like doing, things that everybody else said were a must. You must do this. Come on, everybody's doing it. You need to do this. You're running your business. This is how it has to be. And I said, no, I didn't get that buck. By the way, just to say this, I didn't drop and run. No. Some of you thought I did. I didn't do it. I just identified that maybe somebody or something wasn't really helping me get where I wanted to go. So yeah, maybe I did drop and run there, but that's on them, not me. If I could, I did. If I couldn't, I spent time winding down, being responsible, wiggling my way out creatively, right? Have you done that? Is there anything that you could drop right now? Could you do that? Have you even thought about that? Have you looked at your life and thought, wow, wait, all this craziness, I want to tame it. I want to control it. How do I get out of it? Maybe Scott's right. Maybe I need to drop a few things. What could you drop?
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
So as time passed, I found myself with really a great thing. More and more time. Just in this past year, I just kind of took control of it. And honestly, the result was this: I was a bit bored. I'm a busy guy. I think a lot. My brain goes crazy. I was bored, but I was so resolute not to go back to what I was doing. And I tell you this all the time. If you don't have my Perfect Week Planner, go to perfectweekplanner.com and get it. The principle behind Perfect Week Planner is hold your space for yourself. And once you finally get a hold of your space, don't give it back. It's yours. Nobody else gets it, okay? I just walked my talk and did what I give you every single day on the Perfect Week Planner. So after a couple of months, guess what? The busyness was gone. I didn't stoke it anymore. I didn't look for it anymore. I didn't draw it into me anymore. It just went away. And I found myself doing more and more deep work in my life. And time slowed down. I'm not going to get into the relativity and time theory and all that stuff at all. But essentially what happens is when you're very, very busy in your busy life, just doing stuff that doesn't really matter, time actually is going pretty fast. But when you get busy in a deep way, when you're not running crazy like everybody else is, when you go deep in your work, deep in your thoughts, you take the time to be present in what you're doing. And if I may, a word I use all the time, what you're passionate about. I have a list. It's my passion zones. I have 6 passion zones. These are things that fire me up. These are things that I can do, and I'm in the moment when I do them. And I have spent more and more time staying in my passion zones. I teach that in Face Your Passion. When you slow down and go deep, when you let the buzz just buzz around you and you start paying attention to what's truly important and experiential in your life, time slows down. Last year would have felt like 5 years for you. I know, hey, Scott, listen, it was so busy, it was so crazy, nothing worked out for me. It felt like the longest year ever. Yeah, but it was completely different. So I bring this to you because I want you to think about this. I'm not telling you have to slow down, but I am telling you most of the people that I work with and talk to all the time want something more, they want more satisfaction in their life. And I get that a lot of folks have family and you're busy. And yes, we have our moments, we have our time, don't we? But ma'am, this year at Thanksgiving, I truly felt like it had been a lifetime since we got together because I was fully present in the experience. And I am not stopping. I am not going back. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do it for Christmas. I'm going to do it again next year. I'm going to do it with you all the time. I'm doubling down, manufacturing more time for myself, more meaning, more passion. What are you going to do? You going to do the same thing or are you going to keep on buzzing? I don't like buzzing. Don't buzz. PerfectWeekPlanner.com. That's what I base everything on. You should do it. I'll talk more about this in the future because I know you could use it just like me.